Tobago prepares in the event it's hit by a major hurricane, THA to purchase new buses, and plans to transform the public transport system in Scarborough.
Info Update, bringing you the latest news, views and reviews,
along with responses,
comments and events
affecting you.
Brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Tobago is ensuring its emergency systems are working well should the island be hit by a hurricane. This island's preparedness was tested when the Tobago Emergency Management Agency, TEMA, in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment, conducted an annual brigade training in the northeastern end of Tobago. Omadara Mills reports.
Dubbed Operation Crusoe Returns, 600 Army officers, along with several emergency responders in Tobago, simulated the humanitarian operations that would be needed if a Category 3 or 4 hurricane hits Tobago. The exercise focused on areas in Charlottesville, Speyside and Roxborough, with its command center at TEMA's office. Colonel Rodney Smart gives an insight into the training session.
What we are attempting to do is provide some skills that would necessarily alleviate the kinds of sufferings that one would find after hurricane. So, for example, what we've done is we've looked at how do we help TEMA support, and this was an exercise we did yesterday, support the disabled in the community. That's one of the things we have to do.
TEMA's director, Alan Stewart, says although the Army would be needed for that kind of catastrophe, his organization already has people and systems in place which first emergency responders can rely upon.
Having all the necessary information on your resources before the impact of such an event, to be able to pass onto our players or onto the persons who wish to assist Tobago in such a calamity. That to me was essential, and these are some of the strong things that we have in-house already. So it made it easy for international agency to provide aid.
The exercise started on March 24th and ended earlier today. The training also facilitates disaster relief operations in other Caribbean countries such as Grenada and Jamaica. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
Switching focus, let's tell you that should all go as planned, Tobago will have a new fleet of buses. The Secretary in the Division of Infrastructure and Public Utilities, Gary Melville, disclosed his intention to take a note to the Executive Council to get this done.
Based upon the advice of our engineer, we can have a fleet comprised of a mixture of buses, 28-seater, 36-seater and 50-seater buses, and that many of these buses can be manufactured to facilitate transportation of persons with disabilities, along with as part of the normal commuter service.
He says a team of engineers went to Brazil to assess a brand of buses with a proven track record for efficiency.
As far as I have been informed, of all the buses that were bought here, especially by private individuals, 95% of them are still available on the road, and they are more than 12 years old. And they operate in places like Charlottesville and Lansome and so on. So they have proven their reliability.
Mr. Melville says the buses will replace the 20 buses which were provided by the central government. Those buses are done for repairs, and it's the second time in 6 months this has happened. The Secretary also revealed that his division has major plans to revolutionize Scarborough's transportation hub. Davia Chambers picks up that story.
Mr. Melville says one of the major projects planned for the next fiscal year is the construction of a multi-story parking facility.
And being able to have provide greater access to the central business district, allow for more centralized business parking, and to coordinate the road network hierarchy in a manner that reduces the traffic flow in those prime zones.
He said his division will also work with the PTSC to ensure a bus terminal is built. As you're aware, the PTSC was asked to relocate the main terminus, which is on property belonging to the Tobago Cooperative Society. The Minister of Transportation suggested its relocation to the Scarborough port, but the Chief Secretary says this will not work. Mr. Melville says the Assembly has come up with an alternative.
The Tobago House of Assembly will be putting up land that it owns in the Sangster Hill area and partnering with the PTSC towards that.
In addition to the central terminal, Mr. Melville says more bus sheds will be built throughout the island. I'm Davia Chambers for Info Update.
That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Lois Vincent and you've been listening to Info Update.